A high-stakes manhunt is intensifying in California as police scour the Los Angeles area in search of the man who allegedly killed 3 people in a revenge-motivated shooting rampage. But this is no ordinary manhunt. The man they are looking for was once a cop himself, armed, dangerous, and equipped with the same training as those tracking him. ABC's David Wright has the latest.
New images of fugitive Christopher Dorner taken by surveillance cameras. The trouble is, they were not taken today. This was 2 weeks ago in Irvine, not far from where Monica Kwan and her fiancé Keith Lawrence were murdered last Sunday. The last photos taken of Dorner before he disappeared. Signs like these, armed and dangerous, are on every freeway here in Southern California. Police hoping that someone will spot him, but so far, no one has. The last tangible clue where Dorner might be, the burnt-out hulk of his truck near Big Bear Lake, but no body inside, and footsteps leading away. How far away? That's the question. Today, about 100 law enforcement officers here in Big Bear searched in vain.
There were reports of some tracks being found. They investigated those. Along with those tracks, they found ski tracks. And it's a popular area for people to go cross-country skiing. They've determined that's what it was. Those tracks are not related to Dorner.
Blizzard-like conditions haven't helped matters. No eye in the sky, for one thing. In this weather, the helicopters can't fly. On the ground, not much better.
Can't see a thing.
The visibility's so bad you could barely see the headlights of oncoming traffic. Search teams had to use snowcats to get up to remote cabins in the mountain.
There was also a report of a door kick at a cabin in the Seven Oaks area. They checked that out. It's old damage.
Dorner seems to have vanished, faded into the snow.
If he has gone into hiding, he won't stay in hiding because that doesn't really feed his needs. And his needs are to tell us that he's an okay guy, he's a powerful guy, and he can take action. And action means going after those who have wronged him.
Authorities are systematically searching every address Dorner has had. Today, police executed a search warrant at his most recent address, the house in La Palma he shared with his mother and sister, both of whom were home today.
This was definitely part of our investigative strategy. This is a residence he was believed to live at. It's a residence belonging to his mother. So we're searching for any evidence related to where he might be or in connection with the crimes he's alleged to have committed.
Irvine police carried out plenty of items in paper bags. No comment on what they found. One big problem authorities are facing, because of his police and military training, Dorner knows the methods and procedures of this type of search. In that manifesto published online, he even taunts the LAPD about it. I have the strength and benefits of being unpredictable, unconventional, and unforgiving, he writes. Do not waste your time with briefs and tabletops. I will utilize every bit of small arms training, demolition, ordnance, and survival training I've been given.
Because of police training and military training, he would maybe do the obvious, like dump his cell phones, perhaps not use his credit cards, not travel to any place that he has a previous history, because as we look for people, we go to where they have been because people feel comfortable and go to those locations.
At this point, authorities are hoping he'll make a mistake. Ariana Williams knows Dorner better than most. She dated him 7 years ago and says he was unraveling even back then, always keeping weapons close by.
He'd be in the bed and there'd be one by the bed. There'd be one on the kitchen counter. There may be a combat knife or something. Maybe I saw in the bathroom one day or in the kitchen. So there'd be several weapons just lying around in my domain. And I just thought these are things that just transpired over time that I just thought were strange.
She said today she's still scared, but doubts he will come after her.
I think he's got bigger fish to fry right now. I think he's got a lot more on his plate. And I think he's very angry with these people for destroying his career or for destroying him, he feels, as a person.
Today, here in Big Bear, plenty of people were nervous. Brian Murphy checked in with his kids via text message and plans on keeping his gun handy.
I keep it safe and unloaded. Tonight it'll be loaded.
Today, the ski resort reopened. The fresh powder tough to resist, even with a manhunt underway.
I'm not really too scared about it, but it's in the back of my mind thinking about it.
It's funny. I told everybody I was going to Big Bear today, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, there's a killer on the loose."
Craig and Christine Weiniger came here to celebrate their anniversary. Not quite what they expected when they checked into the Castle Wood Cottages, a group of mountain lodges with a medieval theme.
Well, we've had to be more vigilant, a little bit more careful. I wouldn't let him go get his car charger last night. I was afraid to let him outside.
At least in a place like this, you have weapons to defend yourselves.
This is true.
Defend the castle.
Authorities say they're not giving up on their search.
We're going to continue searching until either we discover that he left the mountain or we find him, one of the two.
Either way, no matter how many survival skills he may have, this is unlikely to end well for Christopher Dorner.
Only God knows the answer to that, but I don't think it's going to be a good thing. And you can only hide out in the snow, in the cold, for so long.
At the end of the day, they're no closer to finding their man, but at least today, no one was killed or injured because of the manhunt. I'm David Wright for Nightline in Big Bear Lake.